Alright, and we're back. Sorry about that. I had to close some background programs, but in any case, that's my go-to word when I'm confused, is in any case. What I was getting at is that representation isn't always good or bad, because the other side of the argument is that representation is always bad because people lose control of their identities. Is that representation is powerful, and it's really important to be careful with it, not because it might perpetuate negative stereotypes, but because people tend to forget that media can often be a form of, not projection, but creating a certain image of people, and that it can just be very dangerous if that identity, or if that creation of an image either marginalizes a group of people or perpetuates their marginalization, and they don't want it that way. More importantly, consent and representation ruffle. We don't even really, that's not something I've really heard a discourse on, is consent and representation. Although that's not true. You have to, that people have criticized things for not asking people if they wanted to be represented in a certain light, instead of just portraying them in stereotype consistent ways. But in any case, oh hey, we got Healing Alpha. One of the things about it, again, is it's powerful, and one of the things I might ask people to think about who think that any and all representation is good, and what I mentioned in class, is who the hell gets exposed necessarily. It creates a situation in which variety within different communities isn't kind of recognized. Am I gonna die? Am I going to die? No, I am in fact not going to die. I'm gonna eat another hamburger now too. Oh god. I'm going to PSI rock on them, because I don't want to accidentally die. But it creates a situation in which the variety in different identities is not necessarily highlighted a lot of times. Or when there is variety that's shown, it's within an acceptable range of the dominant stereotype of them. So what's a good example of that? For maybe gay people, or more specifically gay men, society has this stereotype of gay men as being promiscuous, which is not good or bad in itself, in my opinion. But there is the stereotype, and that the way this is dealt with through media is either presenting that as something that only a certain sect of gay men do, i.e. bad gay men or slutty gay men, and that's within latitudes of acceptance from our dominant thinking of the ways. In other words, that's not so far off from our understanding of the stereotype that people will be willing to accept that. In any case, we're going to take a quick break from this conversation and go fight a Titanic ant. What's going on? You finally got here. This is the first UR sanctuary location, but now it's mine. Take it from me if you dare. Alright, so we're basically about to beat the shit out of this fucker, but first we need to kill his little bros in the back. Ow, he bit me. But, do you really want to know about this thing? Because I guess I did talk all through the battle with Frank about what I was ranting about. Oh wow, he defensed down. What a douche. Well basically, what he does is he alternates between biting attacks and PSI, and if you have PP at the time you start fighting him, he'll actually start draining your PP. He'll start draining your psychic points, from you, and that in turn will cause you to not be able to use, PSI healing or any of your other PSI abilities, and that's very bad. Gosh darn it. Alright, so I'm gonna eat a hamburger now before things get messy. I usually have a lot of trouble with him, but I don't think I will, because I'm a bit over-leveled from what I usually am at. Get out of here, and oh god, that is a big defense boost, isn't it? I'm gonna eat 2 sandwiches then. Gosh darn it. I might actually lose this fight, because I don't have any PP. I thought I would not need it, so I wasted on the ants ruffle. Oh god. Okay, but anyway. Ooh, god. Oh god, yeah, I'm gonna lose. get back to that conversation after I know I'm okay in this fight. Actually, are you serious, bro? Can you stop doing that? Can you stop? Alright, okay, keep doing that, actually. Keep doing that. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. I need to kill you before you attack. Oh, okay, good. You're gonna kill me, flat out. I need to kill him this turn. Yes, please. Let me kill you. Please. No, Dad. Oh my god, yes! This is the best day of my life. Yeah, thank you so much. Ness's level is now 11. Offense went up by 1. Speed went up by 1. Guts 1. Vitality 1. IQ 1. Luck 1. PP, HP 14. I think I'm gonna make this a 2-part video. But anyway, so I can finish what I'm talking about, and because, well, thangs. Oop, shoot, I just walked back out, didn't I? Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna shut up for a while. Ness caught a glimpse of a small, cute puppy. Ness's sound stone recorded the melody of Giant Step. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you something real quick. If you use the sound stone, Ness touched his sound stone to his forehead and gathered his thoughts. You can actually listen to the sounds you've recorded from your sanctuaries. Alright, so we've done that. And what this is basically Ness recalling things from his past, or I guess when he was a tiny little babby Ness, and recognizing more of his potential. And that's cool. That first one was when he first got his dog. So that's good. Get out of here, Antoid. Anyway, back to the discussion we were having before. Basically, like I talked about, people tend to either only want stereotypes or things that are within reasonable range of the stereotype. That's what a latitude of acceptance is. If it's too far off, like that, if someone said that actually gay people don't have more sex than straight people particularly, people would probably just not accept that because it's not in concordance with their understanding of things. So, what that amounts to is it kind of, for one, is already exclusionary because the only things that get published are either stereotype congruent or close enough to the stereotype for people to accept it. In addition to that, there are groups of people who are traditionally... Did I miss anything in here? I already got that. There are groups of people who are traditionally... I'm gonna kill you both. Traditionally, already excluded. Oh man, they're both alive. Whatever. I'll kill both of them. Traditionally excluded. People of color. People who are not middle class. Just to list 2 of them. And in addition to that, because they're the people who have access to these things, these are groups of people who typically don't have access to a lot of resources to create an image for themselves for most of society to accept. What happens is that one group of people, or a few groups of people with power, and power isn't inherently bad, by the way, I'm just saying that because they have the power to create these images, or at least enough of that group of people, in this case people who are not people of color or wealthy, I mean poor, basically they are the ones who are creating the images. And aside from some conspiracy bullshit that's like basically saying anyone who's rich is inherently bad, or anyone who has capital is inherently bad, I will say that what ends up happening... Can you get out of the way, bros? What ends up can you get out of the way, bros? Thank you. What ends up happening is that they basically only reproduce images that are concurrent with their middle class, white idea of what homosexuality is, or in this case, just the LGBTQ community. And so we already got 2 points of exclusionary things. People only accept what's concurrent with stereotypes or close enough to the stereotype, and then 2, the only people making stuff is people who are reproducing their own lives. And then the third one is that... Actually, where do we need to go? Oh yeah, we need to go to the police station. Sorry, I got a bit distracted. Before I do that, though, I'm actually gonna stop by the hamburger shop again. Get out of here, dog. And buy things. There we go. Is that it kind of erases, certain types of experiences from the thing, or from, not the thing, from the forefront, and that can just be, that is why I think it can be dangerous, because in accepting some groups of people, you're still erasing others, or more specifically, some groups of people are still erased. And something that only benefits one segment of an identity that's as broad as sexual or gender identity, that doesn't really necessarily... It's kind of douchey to say that something that only benefits middle-class gay men who are white happens to actually benefit the entirety of the community. That's a little bit douchey, in my opinion. It's just not nice to do. What is my HP at? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this fight, and then I'm gonna cut the video. I'm probably almost at 30 minutes, Ruffle, but whatevs. Here we go. Why is the road to Tucson closed? An emergency, of course. At times like this, kids like you should be playing Nintendo games. Like this. Anyway, are you sure you want to go to Tucson? Okay, Chortle, follow me. Where are we going, bro? Show me what you what are you gonna do? Do I... Oh, okay. you want to fight? That makes a lot more sense. It's kind of weird for a grown man to take a child into a back room full of other people. It's just kind of awkward. But whatever. Let's go ahead and beat the crap out of this cop. That just was really awkward. I don't know. Anyway, yay, we won. So basically what we have to do here is beat the crap out of all these officers. And then we'll be free to go, and we prove that we're worthy enough to go to the next town. This is really almost like a gear and level check. Nest attacks, 36 damage to the cop. Crushing chop, blah blah blah. The crushing chop is their strongest ability. And it hurts. it hurts really bad. It hurts a little bit more than what that ant bites for, I think. But other than that, they're still really squishy. Alright. So, that's kind of wrapping up what I was talking about before about, that. But another thing I want to add is that part of the idea of representation involves either canvases or projects. What I mean by the idea of a canvas is that sometimes people portray their life or try to recreate their life, and other times people use media as an attempt to create a certain image of themselves or life or the world. And it's really important to note the difference of that, and that's actually why I think stereotypes aren't inherently bad, because if someone is creating an image of themselves that is stereotype congruent, or that matches a stereotype, I don't think that's inherently bad if it actually matches their actual life. What is kind of dangerous is when... What do you gotta say? That's it, buddy. You can forget about me, I'm gonna go call for my boss. So he just ran out. Okay, whatever. Alright, there's no way I can beat you in a straight-up competition, so get ready for my Super Ultra Mambo Foxtrot, or Mambo Tango Foxtrot martial arts. I'm wondering if these videos are getting a bit too disjointed, because I have to stop in the middle of, like, oh god, a conversation and, like, do battle text. But anyway, Captain Strong ain't really that dangerous. He just hits hard every once in a while, and we're probably gonna kill him this turn. But with projects, what happens is that people kind of manufacture an image, and selectively use information to create an idea about themselves or others. And I don't think that's also inherently bad. But when you have this situation where only one segment of the population is creating, projects or representation that meets a certain ideal or standard that they value, and then representing the entirety of their identity as doing so, that can be dangerous. But I'm done here. That's the end of that conversation. Anyway, beep beep, click, click, Strong here, do you read me? Hey, it's me, Captain Strong. Okay, listen, a kid named Ness will be here in a few minutes. He's a kid in a red cap. I want you to open this road to Tucson for him. I know that. I know that. Don't ask me why, just do it. That's an order. Strong out. Aw, yeah. Well, kid, I'm not gonna question you now, but I do want to see you again. Good luck. Thanks, Captain Strong. What do you gotta say? Psst, I'm not really one of the gang. I'm a cop, even though I don't look like it. This is a jail. You guys have no business being here. Hey, I'm in here. Go find another can. Ha, I was just joking. This game is so silly, XD. I wonder if that bothers people, and why I might not have such a great view count, because I do get really disjointed like that. But oh well, it's my channel, I'll do what I want, Ruffle. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna cut the video here, probably gonna break it into 2 parts because it's pretty long, but have a good day, y'all. Thanks for watching, see ya. Peace.